Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 PSP mini review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Dracula, which is also known as iDracula on the iPod. Basically, it's like a Geometry Wars style game. Options are bare minimum. You can choose to have auto swap on or not. From there though, you've got 3 different levels to choose when you start the game and 4 different modes. I'll do my best to show all off, so I'll start with standard survival for now on Grave Park. There is a slight disappointment with this. Unfortunately, there's no dual analog control. You can swap the controls around, but it doesn't actually give you dual analog, despite being a PS3 version. It's the type of thing that it's a shame they didn't include it in, but the best you can do for dual analog is actually holding the pad, and I hope you can see, using the D-pad to move and the left analog to fire, which is still much better than using buttons to fire, because it gives you more accuracy, and it's still pretty good to walk around, because you're using a D-pad, which has been used to walk around on games for centuries. Well, okay, not centuries, although technically, because we are in another gaming century. Anyway though, the whole point is, it's just, on survival mode, waves and waves and waves of enemies come at you, and you have to kick crap out of them and survive. You get points, which basically, kicking the crap out of the enemies and getting the points, and that gives you ability to perks, like upgrading that, and the perks are just all sorts of things, like you can choose to fire 3 arrows with a bolt gun instead of 1 arrow, you can get shotgun, blasts enemies further away, you can get run faster, you can get heavy armor, so you lose less energy, but you also go much slower, so having the run faster upgrade with that on just makes you walk normally. Just stuff like that. Really, the perks are really good, and it's definitely worth upgrading because, well, you might as well. It's one of those things that you don't exactly get anything for not upgrading. You can get health potions as well after you've had the crap kicked out of you. The health's just basically the green meter at the top of the screen. The top right of the screen shows you radar, where the enemies are coming from, and that's pretty much everything there is to say about survival mode. So let's cut into one of the others. In fact, let's not, because I've just got a perk. So, hitting select, these are the perks that it's given us this time. I get a choice of 1 or 4. Panic, even faster reload when you're wounded. Shotgun Master, you learn to reload in milliseconds. Bonus Finder, you can now extract more bonuses. Immortality, you can't get hurt, but you die after 30 seconds. So it just basically gives you a selection. Every time you get a perk, you don't get a choice of all of them, it just gives you 4. So anyway, now on to the other mode. So this is Rush Mode, and Rush Mode you actually get a choice of weapon. So I'm going to choose the minigun for now, and I will do my best to show off a load of weapons. And you basically get infinite ammo on Rush Mode, and you just get rushed by a load of enemies. So very similar to Survival Mode, but slightly different. It's a very fun mode, and probably my favourite mode out of them. It depends, because I do like Wave Attack and that. But this is basically Rush Mode. As I say, there's nothing really left to mention about it, so I'll cut into one of the other modes. Now, this is Wave Attack, and the reason I like Wave Attack is because you can get money and you can actually buy things at the end of the waves. So, this is the end of the wave here. I can either walk onto the next wave and it automatically signals it, or I can buy things like ammo or weapons, or just, for example, like health and that. So I'll buy the shotgun, because I haven't shown that off yet. Although it's actually a rifle when you select it for some reason, even though it does say Shotgun Master. And I can't afford anything else, so I'll have to show the other weapons later on again. I won't be able to show all the weapons off, because unfortunately it is a case of random mainly. Again, with this, it just randomly gives you things to use. But there we go, I've got the rifle, and it's one of my favourite weapons, especially when it's fully upgraded. And yeah, that's pretty much that then. There's then Super Survival, which is the final mode to show off, so I'm just going to cut into that now. And this is Super Survival. It's basically normal survival, but with extra bonuses. You can get different things like a bomb that kills all the enemies and that, and just other things like that. It's just more perks. There's nothing really special about it, but it does add a bit of variety, so I'm glad it's there, because after all it was free, and especially on the iPod, you paid 59p, you got the game, and then all of a sudden this update came, giving you tons more enemies, weapons, etc. It was brilliant. So yeah, that's Super Survival, and now on to a couple of the weapons and a bit of a weapon music montage to show off some of the music, which I think is excellent. So there we go, that was a bit of the music, a couple of the weapons, and the final thing I needed to show off. Basically, at the end of the whatever it is you're doing, it tells you your stats and rank and stuff. So yeah, if you've never played the game before, and if you like this sort of game, then I definitely think it's worth a look, because it really is great. I've racked up so many hours on the iPod, and just as many on the PS3/PSP. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you've enjoyed it, or at least found it helpful. You might have noticed I didn't score the game. Well, that's because it's a matter of personal opinion, and yours may very well differ from my own. I'm just here to show you a bit about the game. If you like it or not, well, that's up to you. If you don't like it, or you do like it, feel free to comment. Also, if I haven't answered any of your questions that you may have had, I might have forgot something, or it might just be something obscure. Again, feel free to comment, ask, always willing to help out. Otherwise, if you don't like commenting on YouTube, head over to www.vc-forums.com, where you can chat with me and a bunch of other lads who love the VC, the WiiWare, and hell, even a lot of other systems. We cater to pretty much everything. You can just go there, have a chat about a game, ask about some games, etc. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.